Sup, my dudes? Valk here. Today, I'm going to try to delve into you and drop off to you my plethora of Tenya knowledge and let you guys know a bunch of things. There's some things I want to make very clear at the beginning. Is Tenya has a bunch of weaknesses. Even if you're playing Tenya to the absolute peak of his abilities, you're still going to run into some issues. Like, a lot of Tenya's abilities whiff if they're just spamming dodge. You generally can't hit them, and you have to just start doing the air kick. The air kick alone will stop that, or you can run up to them and start spamming M1s and try to do M1 combos. Once you get them hit by an M1, you can start chaining M1 combos and doing stuff like that. We'll go over M1 combos in a minute. Well, for me, it's M1. Normal attack is what I'm calling M1. Alright, so I'm going to try the fancy Gamma Cancel combo. You can do that. What that is there, that's beta to Gamma Cancel. To do another alpha into beta. It only works on declines. They have to be on some form of a decline for it to work. It's not something that's going to be super consistent, but it's good to know what your options are available to you in every given situation you're in. So that's just one thing to consider. So that being said, that's the main Gamma Burst combo you're going to look to do. You're going to get them on an incline here or a decline. You're going to wait for your Gamma Burst to be up, and then you're going to activate it. You're going to do beta, gamma cancel, alpha, beta, and then you'll be able to go ahead and do beta, alpha, beta for the one-shot combo. You just have to make sure to sneak in that gamma cancel to be able to actually press it, right? So that's kind of one thing you're really looking for to try to finish off opponents that are on like inclines like this. But for the most part, your main big bread and butter combo that you're going to be doing on people without guard is going to go ahead and be alpha, alpha, beta. Where you do that, it doesn't always track the best, as you can see. Sometimes the tracking is very wonky. That's just the nature of how Tenya works. But alpha, alpha, beta like that tends to be your highest damage combo to go ahead and do a lot of damage and try to get on people. But you always have other options as well. You could just very simply do alpha, alpha, alpha by mashing the button down. And maybe that's what you want to do. You just want to try to make it easier on yourself. Not a lot of thinking. There's times whenever I'm just trying to do damage and not think. Or you can do, if you want to save cooldowns, you can do alpha, alpha, and then left click in the air, and that will connect as well. But that's pretty much what you're looking to do. Is whenever their guard is broken, you're looking to try to go ahead and start with an alpha and try to carry them into the air. And whenever they get fully knocked, that's what you're trying to do too. Whenever they're fully knocked, let's go training menu so I can make it so they're not recovering HP. So whenever we fully knock them, we'll be able to basically go from there. Like I said, sometimes the tracking on his stuff is just straight up wacky. Sometimes it's like the most inconsistent stuff I've ever seen, and then other times it's very easy to actually do the combos with. So we almost have him knocked. Once he's knocked, that's whenever we're going to be able to show you like options that you can do, because as Tenya, you do have a lot of issues securing kills, especially if you're playing with random. So whenever you knock somebody, basically what you're going to try to do is pick them up, take them on a magical journey, and just take them way far away from people. And once they're far away from people, you can start doing this, chaining the flying kicks. You don't need to ever actually go for this unless you need the shields. But you can just do that over and over and over and kick them until they're dead. Or burn your cooldowns, pick them up in the air again, take them off flying. Like I said, you want to pull them away from their teammates. You want to pull them away from people who can revive them. You want to pull them away from all that. So now that we've covered some of the cooler stuff, right, let's cover like really basic stuff. Like let's say you're engaging on somebody for the first time and they have full guard, they have the full 250 guard, so you're able to do different things depending on what you're doing. A lot of times whenever you see me engage, I'll go up in the air like this and then I'll look for an engage after. So one of the things you can do is you can go in the air and engage, then you can alpha on them. You can do M1 M1 or normal normal and then do beta follow up. Because if you just do two M1s, you can actually follow it up. Very similarly, you can do like M1, M1, sprint cancel, M1, M1, and then you can finish it up with that for a pure like normal combo. Or you could do M1, M1, sprint cancel, M1, M1, and then beta follow that up just to try to do as much damage as possible. These are just all options for you to consider based on your cooldowns, the situation, what you're trying to do. If you don't have a lot of time and you're just trying to do as much guard break damage as possible, you can just do 1, 2, and then beta. That's going to be a good way to try to break the guard, do as much guard damage as possible, because that's going to do a ton of guard damage. But like I said, if you're looking to do as much guard damage as humanly possible, you want to do 1, 2. You don't want to do the third, because then it cancels. I did misclick. I pressed 1 too many times. but you want to go ahead, you want to 1, 2, and then beta right after. You want to sprint cancel the M1. I didn't do it there, but you do want to sprint cancel the M1 because then it lets you go ahead and follow up with the beta even faster, so they can't do much to do it like that. That's what you'll be able to do. So that's basically it for the basic B&Bs, for the basic combos. Everything else is pretty situational. Like, there'll be times when you'll catch our enemies up in the air, and at that point you can do stuff like a raw beta alpha beta, right? Like, if you catch somebody just flying in the air, you can do stuff like raw beta alpha beta. Or if for example, like Ochako buffs her teammates with her float ability, you can virtually infinite combo people in the air as long as you keep them juggling. There's a lot of options for you to do. I'll probably put a notarized list in the pinned comment of this video, so you guys can see a notarized version of it. I'll probably try to make it like alpha normal, like refer to it in in-game terms to make it somewhat easier. But if you guys know fighting game notation, that's what I'm going to refer to it as, and that way you guys have a lot of options in what you want to do. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Also, I want to make sure, I know you guys like to give me advice on these, like, hey, try this combo. Combos in this game, at least for Tenya, I haven't tried for the other characters, but combos for Tenya, hard cap at 3 hits. What I mean by that, if I was to do this, look, 1, 2, 3, see, they're going to start flying on the 3rd hit, and you can't follow it up anymore. Very similarly, if I was to do M1 or normal cancels, normal dash cancels, like this, you can see it's going to knock her away on the 3rd hit, because the normal counts as 1 hit. So even though it's like 5 hits, it's really 3 hits. You're doing 3 initiations essentially. So you do this, 1, 2, and you can see on the very first hit, she gets knocked away. So there is a hard cap on your comboing in this game. They don't want you to be able to infinite combo people for their entire life savings, but you can do very wacky stuff, like I pointed out before with the beta, gamma cancel, alpha, beta combo that you can do. Like if I was to go here, and I turn off the auto recovery, turn it to HP recovery, and I turn this all the way up to 9, this to 9. I go here, and I do this. I'll do it one more time for you guys, if you guys, for some reason, skip past the start of the video. So I do this, then I can go ahead and activate my gamma, then I beta, gamma cancel, alpha, I missed because the incline's too much. We try one more time. If it was easy, then everyone would do it, right? Yeah, I missed it both times. That incline's really steep. I gotta redeem myself in the video. I made the combo. I gotta be able to execute it, right? So let's go ahead. Let's do this. We'll knock him more this way so it's not so much of a steep incline. Like I said, it's very situational in these combos. I do pull them out in matches. People are like, these combos look so hard. How do you do it in matches? It's just that the situation is right for it. I go for it, and I'll hit it. I have an easier time hitting it in matches than I do in training for some reason. I don't know. Probably a mental thing. Let's try to knock him back over here. Like I said, I'm going to be redeemed. We're going to have to wait one more gamma cooldown. I'm going to be redeemed. I'm going to get it. So, let's go ahead. Let's go here. Like I said, it's a very hard combo. If it was easy, then I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be as rewarding. It's supposed to be a one-shot combo, so it being very hard makes a lot of sense, because if it was easy to do, then yeah. Although you can do a ton of damage with alpha, alpha, beta in this situation. But if you're trying to just kill and move on, this is probably going to be one of your better options. If you can actually catch them, which is very hard. Alright. I pulled it up, but I got him. That's all I care about. I got him. I accidentally hit 4 whenever I went to hit my E for my alpha, so whoopsie doopsie fat fingered. Anyways, that's basically it. If you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comment section below. Yes, Tenya's tracking is very finicky. You want to kind of look up at them at all times. You want to constantly be looking in the direction that you're trying to combo, in the direction you want to take them, in the direction they're going. You want to constantly look at all that stuff, because that's going to be really the only way you can do it. Other than that, you're just going to have a very bad time suffering. So let's go ahead, let's knock them one more this way and see if we can do it one more time. Oh, I didn't get the follow-up because he got knocked up too high. Oh well, I made sure I hit that. I'm happy with that. Go ahead, get that kick Bakugo one more time. But that's basically the video. Like I said, I'm going to leave these combos in notarized form so you guys can go practice them on your own. They're very hard to do, some of them are very easy, like alpha, alpha, alpha is so easy, you just smash the thing out. Alpha, alpha, beta can be tricky. The tracking can be finicky. The tracking on all of his combos can be finicky. If you're dropping a lot, don't stress it. Keep in mind, I was a top 50 player in DNF Duel whenever the game first came out. Right now, if you play the game, you're top 10 no matter what because nobody plays it. But when it first came out, when it was popping, when there were 1,000 players, I was top 50 in it. I've been playing fighting games a very long time. I have very good execution whenever it comes to combos and repetitive inputs. So if I'm dropping it, I know you guys will drop it too. So don't stress it if you're dropping it. It's just a tracking in this game. Sometimes it's wacky. Sometimes you knock them in awkward directions and like at that. Sometimes you knock them in very awkward directions. It just is the way it is. No matter how much you practice it, you're not going to have 100% consistency due to the way the tracking in the game works. But these are my Tenya secret combos. These are my advanced combos. Hopefully they help you guys out. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.